Hi all, now we will discuss about tools, software and application we we are going to use for Mule application development. Okay, so in Mulesoft we have three important application or software you can say we will use for our API development and for API deployment. Okay, so first one is Anypoint platform, second we have Anypoint Studio, and third we have Mule Runtime. Okay, so one by one we'll discuss about each component. So let's start with Anypoint platform. So Anypoint platform is a web application provided by Mulesoft. It has lots of capability like design center, management center, exchange. So all things we have available inside design center. So we can create YAML file inside Anypoint platform. We can create one Mule application also. We can manage our deployed API in Anypoint platform. Okay, so first we will see Anypoint platform. So here you can see first you need to go on Anypoint platform.mulesoft.com. Now they will ask user ID and password. Okay, if you are existing user, just give your user ID and password, and if you are doing first time login, means if you are new user, then click on sign up. Okay, once you will sign up your account, this account will be valid for next 1 month for learning purpose. Okay, so I will create one new account here. So click on sign up, then give your name. So you can give any name. I am giving digital solution. Give your email ID. Okay, and then phone number. Then company name. For example, I am a student, so I want to give as a NA. Then username. So you should give some valid username. Means not valid. You should give some username that should not exist. So I am giving this, and hopefully this will not exist here. Okay, and password. I'm using this, and click on I am not a robot, and then okay, use at least one uppercase character. Okay, so I am adding. Okay, then I agree to Mulesoft term and condition and click on accept and create account. Okay, it's asking again, so let me click on this. Okay, I am saving this password. Now you are already logged in. Once you will create your account, you will already logged in. So if you want to do again login, just go here, do sign out, and whatever username and password you have given, give that username and password to do login. Okay, now you can see all the capability we have inside Anypoint platform. So first one is design center, then we have management center, we have exchange, and here you can download Anypoint Studio software and Mule Runtime. Okay, so if you go down here, so you have download option. Now one by one we'll discuss in detail. First one is design center. So in design center we can create YAML and we can create a Mule application. Okay, so in this web application only, if you click on this, then you have capability, means this web application has capability to create a Mule application and to create a YAML file. Okay, so how we will create that? So here you can see create new option we have. Okay, so either we can create a new YAML file, we can create new fragment, we can create Mule application, and we can import any jar file using this option. If we have already YAML file created and we have that jar file, so we can use this option to import that jar file and our YAML will be created. Okay, so if I want to create YAML, then I will select this option, then I need to provide YAML name, then YAML version. So this Anypoint platform support YAML 1 till YAML 1.0. YAML 2.0 is not supported by till now. Okay, so it's a maximum version of YAML 1.0 supported by Anypoint platform. So here you need to provide one valid name. For example, I am just giving any name. Okay, I selected this version. I am not selecting this guide me through it. Okay, and create new API spec. So it will create one new RAML file. Okay, and I need to design this RAML here. Okay, but in this tutorial we will not create any RAML file here. I am just giving you high level overview of Anypoint platform. Okay, now again I am going to design center. Okay, so you can see this RAML file created. We are not going to design this RAML completely. We have different session for this. Now again we can create one Mule application. So just click on this, give application name and create new application. So it will create one new Mule application. You can design your Mule application there and you can deploy on Cloud Hub. Okay. Okay, so it's asking about trigger point. So for now I am not going. Okay, let me select anything. For example, I want to use HTTP. I want to create REST API. So I will select HTTP listener. Okay, target they are asking. Again, I want to expose REST service. So I am selecting HTTP requester. In this way, you can configure everything and you can see it will ask more detail and you need to configure everything, and then you will able to create your Mule application here. Okay, but again we will discuss more about this RAML creation, app creation in different tutorial. Okay, so here I am not going to discuss everything, just I am discussing what all capability Anypoint platform we have inside Anypoint platform. Okay, now you can see we already discussed about design center. Now we will discuss about exchange. Okay, so this exchange. Okay, so here once we will complete our RAML development, we can publish that RAML to exchange, and from exchange we can share that resource with our within organization, or we can make it public. Also you can see here we have lots of connector, we have lots of API provided by Mulesoft. Okay, these all are available here. You can reuse this connector and all API and all. So you can see here all type option. So here you can select what all components you want to reuse. So Mulesoft provided many connectors, many templates, examples, policies, API groups, REST API, SOAP API, HTTP API. All resources are available here. You can use resource from this shared repository. Okay, so for example, I will select connector. So you will able to see all connectors provided by Mulesoft. Okay, now again I will go to main page. Here you can see inside management center, once you will deploy your application on Anypoint Cloud Hub, then you can see we have lots of capability here. One is access management. We can manage user, business group, and we can manage audit log using this option. We have API manager. Here we can apply policy, SLA, traffic, alerts. We can apply using API manager. We have runtime manager. Once we will deploy our application, so here we can deploy, manage, and monitor deployed application. Okay, we have visualizer, monitoring, secret manager. In this way we have lots of capability inside Anypoint platform. Okay, and we can deploy our application also in Anypoint platform. So that deployment model is known as Cloud Hub. Okay, so this is all about Anypoint platform. I have just given you high level overview, but we will discuss in detail in next tutorial and video. Okay, now next we have Anypoint Studio. So once we will create our YAML file, then we need to develop our Mule application. So for development of Mule application, we will use Anypoint Studio. it's a similar to other IDE like Eclipse. It has similar kind of capability. Okay, so first we will see how to download this Anypoint Studio and how to use this Anypoint Studio. Okay, so let me go to Anypoint platform again. Okay, if you go at the bottom of this page, you can see one download option is there. Just click on this download option, and then it will ask you few details. Since okay, my session is expired, so I need to log in again. Okay, now I am already logged in. So go to download, and it will ask you to download this for 30-day free trial. Okay, so I will select my operating system. I have Mac, so I am selecting Mac, and then select agreement and click on download. So once you will download, you will get Anypoint Studio 7, latest version of Anypoint Studio, and Mule Runtime 4, latest version of Mule Runtime. If you see at the bottom, if you want to download previous version, for example, if you want to download 7.4, 7. We have 7.6. So if you want to download previous version of Anypoint Studio, then you can select this option. But I want to download latest 7.7, so I will select direct download. For Mule Runtime also, we have latest 4.3. If you want to download previous version, then you need to go through this. Okay, so I am downloading latest version of Anypoint Studio 7.7 and latest version of Mule Runtime 4.3. Okay, so click on this download option. So now you can see downloading started, but it will take some time. Okay, so what I will do, I have already downloaded, so I will. Okay, so I have already downloaded here. So if I go, here you can see I have downloaded Anypoint Studio. My Anypoint version is previous one. I downloaded when there was 7.4 version was available. Okay, and you can see Mule Runtime is 4.2.2, but now latest one is 4.3. So now if you will download, then you will get 7.7 Anypoint Studio and 4.3 Mule Runtime. Okay, so this is all about how to download. Now if I open this Anypoint Studio, so you can see here I have 7.6 version, so I have older version, but we have 7.7 latest version in market. Okay, so if you will download, you will get 7.7. Now once I will open this ID, so it will ask you workspace. Okay, so I have already created one workspace, YouTube video. So I will select this workspace and click on launch. Now you can see it's downloading latest version of Anypoint Studio. Sorry, it's started 7.6 version of Anypoint Studio. Now you can see here we will get 3 panel: left panel, center panel, and right panel. Okay, in left you will able to see all things related to project folder and all you will able to see here. Here you will do your development work, and in Mule palette you will able to see all the Mule capability, like what all connectors we have, what all components Mule have. Okay, so what I will do, I will create one small project, means I will create one project and you will able to see everything. So I am selecting this file option, then new, and then new Mule project. Okay, I am giving name as a demo Mule project, and here you can see runtime. So here I am using latest Mule Runtime 4.3.0. Okay, this one is integrated runtime with this ID. Okay, now here you can see if you want to create a Mule application using YAML file, okay, then you have to select YAML file. Okay, you can select YAML file from Design Center, you can select from Exchange, and if you have downloaded, then you can select that downloaded YAML file. Okay, so you need to select where you have downloaded, then click on finish. Since I am not using YAML here, so I will create one empty project. Click on finish. Now my project is created. So you can see here we have multiple folder structure. So we have multiple folder here. So we'll discuss about this folder and then we will discuss about this component also. So if you see here, we have src main mule. So this folder will contain our Mule configuration project. So if you click on this, then you will get here Mule configuration project. Here I will do all the development what I want to do. Okay, whatever business logic and all I want to apply, so I will apply here. Okay, then you can see if you want to write your Java code, if you need any Java code in your Mule application, then you will write inside this folder. And this resource contain all the other thing, like if you are using API and all, or if you want to create config and all, if you want to create any examples and all, then everything we will keep inside resource folder. Okay, similar way, if you are using munit, then you have munit folder. So here your munit test record will come. Okay, then you can see by default one HTTP connector will be included in your project and one socket connector will be included in your project. So that's why we are using here HTTP library. Okay, this library will contain all the resource that required for this HTTP connector. Similar way, we have one folder for socket, so it will contain all the Java resource that required for this connector. Okay, here you can see JRE library. This library will contain all the Java code or Java resource which we need for the development of this application. Okay, now you can see here we have form file. This form file will contain all the dependency. Okay, if we are using any dependency, then we will define that dependency inside this form file. Okay, and we have log4j file. This file is responsible for logging and all, so you can configure all logging related detail here. Okay, now if I open this, so here you can see we have multiple capability here. So first one is Mule module. So this module will contain all the frequently used connector. Okay, so if I want to use any file connector, FTP connector, if I want to connect with JMS queue, then I will use JMS connector. If I want to connect with Salesforce system, then I will use Salesforce connector. So whatever connector I want to use, I will just select and drop here. So till this point I had only HTTP and socket. Now I have JMS also. So by default HTTP and socket will come. If you want to add more connector, then you need to go module and you need to select and you need to drop here. Okay, then you will able to use all the operation of that connector. Here you can see we have only 20 or 30 connector that we use very frequently. Okay, but if you want to use other connector which are not available here, then you can go to search palette and you can select here. For example, I want to use Azure Blob Storage connector. Okay, okay, it's not here, means search option we will use if we have any component here and we are unable to find, then we will use search option. Here search in Exchange option is there. So here you need to add your account first. Okay, so what I will do, I will add my newly created account and login will expire within 7 days. So I will use this account. Okay, it's saying credential is not valid, so I have another account. I will try to log in with that. I'm not sure this okay, again saying credential is invalid. Okay, let me verify once. Okay, so what we can do, let me check here. Okay, now I can remember my credential. So I will go here again and okay, now I am logged in with my account. Okay, so now if I want to use any connector which is not available inside add module, so I can search here. So I want to use Azure Blob Storage. Okay, so here you can see Azure Data Lake Storage, Microsoft Azure Storage, all connectors are available. Whatever connector we have related to Azure Blob Storage, it's available here. Okay, so I am selecting this one, click on add. Okay, and click on finish. So you can see here this connector added here. So in this way, if that connector is available inside add module, you can select from here and you can drag and drop here. If that is not available, then go to search in Exchange and log in using your credential. Now I already logged in, so it's already there directly. So if you are not logged in, then you need to log in. Okay, and then search your connector and then add it and click on finish. Then it will be downloaded in your project and related dependency will be added in your POM file. So you can see here currently we are using 3 connector. So first one is this dependency for HTTP connector, this dependency for socket connector, and this dependency for JMS connector. I added JMS also, and this dependency is for Azure Data Lake Storage connector. So whatever connector we will use, dependency will be added here. Okay, and in this side you will able to see all the resource Java library will be added here in your project. Okay, now whatever development we will do in this plane. Okay, for example, I am writing here small, very small code. So what I will do, I want to create one HTTP listener. I want to create one HTTP REST API. So I will use HTTP listener to expose my API as a REST API. Okay, so you can drag and drop. So here we have capability to drag and drop, and we can, if you want to see the coding of this, then you can go inside configuration XML. Okay, so here you can see configuration XML. Now here if you click, you can configure all the detail. For example, I need connection detail, so I can create new connection detail, and you can do testing also. And once your testing will be done, then click on OK. Then this configuration will be created inside this global element. Okay, so here you will have all the configuration inside this global element. Okay, now still we have error, so we are missing with path, so I am giving path as a test, or I am giving path as a demo. Okay, now this source part configuration is done. Okay, now what, as per our business requirement, we will apply all the process and all. So from where we will get process, so if you click on this code, you will able to see what all capability or predefined Mule processor we have. You can drag and drop. For example, I want to create one variable, so I will drag and drop one variable. I want to create payload, I will drag and drop payload. Okay, I want to call one REST API, so I will go to HTTP connector and I will use HTTP requester to call REST API. Again, I need to do all the configuration to call this API, REST API. Okay, so in this way we have Anypoint Studio ID where we will do all the development work. Okay, now we have third part, Mule runtime. Okay, so if you go here where I downloaded this Mule runtime, so here you can see I have that runtime available with me. I can start this runtime. Okay, and whatever application we want to run, we will deploy that, and that application will come inside this folder. Okay, so you can see one application is already there. Okay, one application here inside this Mule runtime. So Mule runtime we will use to run our application. But if you go in Anypoint Studio, you will able to see we have one integrated runtime available here. Okay, for example, I am deleting this. I am deleting this also. Now we have one Mule application. We don't have any error. So if you click on run, then you will able to see. Just save it. So we have one integrated runtime available in this ID, and we are running our application on this integrated ID. Either we can run on integrated ID, or we have Mule runtime standalone edition, or you can say enterprise edition. Here we can run, or we have third option, this Anypoint platform. So an Anypoint platform contains Cloud Hub where you can run your Mule application. So this is all about basic of this Anypoint platform, Anypoint Studio, and this Mule runtime. Okay, so we will discuss about each component in detail one by one in different lecture. Okay, thanks everyone.